Come, Nebarra, come and prepare yourself for the grand spectacle of followers I, the Sharmat, am about to unveil. But before we proceed, let me lay down some ground rules, for it seems mortals have an uncanny ability to shatter the delicate fabric of reality when tampering with mods. So I beseech you, and I cannot stress it enough, refrain from using any follower framework and stick to the custom dialogues bestowed upon each of these pitiful individuals. We wouldn't want to witness the catastrophic consequences of meddling with the very essence of existence, now would we? Now let us delve into the world of followers, but not so fast, Nebarra. We shall begin with two existing beings, albeit enhanced by the miracles of modding. Why, you ask? Well, simply because these Enwas were lacking in their original state, and we can't have that, can we? Besides, I have already graced them with my divine attention in past sermons, so it's only fitting to mention them again. First, we have the Serana dialogue add-on, a remarkable modification that bestows our beloved Serana with extensive dialogues that were inexplicably snipped from the game. Oh, the joy of radiant and location commentaries, not to mention the groundbreaking features like sleeping outfits and horse riding, such roleplay potential, Nebarra. And to top it all off, this mod provides custom dialogues crafted through the arcane art of modding-mancy, allowing Serana to engage in banter with other custom followers such as Inigo, Sofia, Auri, and more. Oh, and did I forget to mention it? You can now even partake in a romantic dalliance with our dear Serana. Of course, this overhaul seamlessly integrates with any replacer mod you may find more appealing than her current appearance. If I may be so bold, Serana Reimagined SE could be a suitable recommendation for your discerning taste. A tier. Now brace yourself for the unimaginable revelation that awaits, Nebarra, for our dear ever-present Housecarl of Whiterun was also in dire need of an overhaul. Enter flashy, Lydia Redefined, an advanced follower system by the fantastic Jork. Oh, what a revelation. This modification not only enhances Lydia's intelligence, but bestows her with advanced scripting, even granting her the ability to become an autonomous spouse once you foolishly marry her. Yes, Nebarra, you heard correctly. Lydia, the epitome of mediocrity, can now act independently. But wait, there's more. A vast array of new dialogues and interactions awaits, tantalizing you with endless possibilities. Oh, and did I mention that she can now dabble in the arcane arts? Alas, this modification doesn't address her rather lackluster appearance, but fear not. For a mod like Mare Follower or Lydia Replacer by the illustrious Caryalina can rectify that situation. It serves as both a follower option and an attempt to beautify the eyesore that is Lydia, making her somewhat more palatable to behold. I'll be generous and put her in the B tier, for no matter how many improvements are made, she is still Lydia, and we all get PTSD every time she utters the word burdens. Now let us proceed to the new arrivals, the crème de la crème of followers, Nebarra. Prepare to be astounded by their astonishing customization and advanced capabilities, surpassing even flashy Lydia. That sounded better in my head. Anyway, these followers offer entirely new interactions with the world, with each other, and even with the likes of our precious Serana. Oh, and do note that their popularity has birthed countless replacers and other intriguing options, allowing you to further tailor their existence to your divine preferences. First, we have Sofia, the funny, fully voiced follower, voiced by the magnificent Christine Slagman. Ah, Sofia, a paragon of wit, boasting, and rebellion. Her charismatic dialogues promise an abundance of awkward and fantastic conversations that shall surely amuse you. Oh, and did I mention her fondness for alcohol? Yes, indeed. Prepare for the fascinating gimmick wherein if you gift her some alcoholic beverage, she shall descend into drunken revelry, adapting her dialogues accordingly. She may even butcher beloved Skyrim songs with her own twisted lyrics. Isn't that a delightful prospect? Though I must warn you, your initial encounter with Sofia may not be as grand as one would hope, for you shall find her near naked, slumbering drunkenly in the hay of Whiterun's humble stable. So do carry around a set of spare clothing around if you happen to encounter her. C tier, behold, Inigo, the award-winning Khajiit farm tool companion. Yes, you heard correctly, Nebarra, a farm tool. This remarkable individual can be found languishing in Riften's jail. How fitting. But fear not, for this farm tool comes with his own quest line. As if his backstory could be any more riveting, and oh, the marvels of customization. You can adjust his aggression level, dictate when he should speak less, refuse to engage with strangers, or even command him to remain silent while skulking in the shadows. Truly an incredibly well-trained farm tool. But wait, Nebarra, there's more. Inigo, this extraordinary farm tool, actually runs out of arrows. Can you believe it? A true miracle of modding prowess indeed. If he was not a farm tool, he would be an S-tier follower, however, due to him being a farm tool F-tier. Now let me introduce you to Lucien, immersive, fully voiced male follower. Ah, Lucien, like the mongrel dog of the Empire he is, a cowardly scholar who requires your benevolent guidance to mold him into a respectable man. He has been designed around a dynamic personality system meticulously crafted to track your decisions and responses, allowing this mongrel to pass judgment on us, Nebarra. How dare he judge a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. Apparently he can be found lurking in Falkreath, specifically at the renowned Dead Man's Drink, a gathering place for the greatest minds, no doubt. Oh, and did I mention his optimistic nature? Yes, even in the face of his inherent cowardice, he can regale you with his readings, should you require a servant to perform such menial tasks. D-tier. Now, let us turn our attention to Hoth, the polar opposite of Lucien, an aged and brutal bounty hunter. This fascinating individual even deigns to share bounty missions with you, as he is a radiant quest giver. Such adaptability, Nebarra, to the point of incorporating content from other mods. Hoth has an exceptional penchant for wearing the trophies of his bounty hunting, be they monsters or men, each with its own riveting tale. Oh, and do prepare yourself, for Hoth boasts the title of being the most visually customized follower ever made. Or so the advertisement claims. From his equipment to his body markings, he is a sight to behold, a true sore thumb in the realm of aesthetics. Should you seek this extraordinary being, you shall find him loitering at the Moorside Inn in the city of Morthal, C-tier. Now let us delve into the splendor of Kaidan, or rather Kaidan 2, the rebuilt and expanded version of this individual. Such dedication to reimagining a follower warrants a separate website, but let us not concern ourselves with such trifles. For Kaidan was designed to be an immersive companion, or dare I say it, lover for the Dragonborn. Oh, the emphasis on the latter, Nebarra. As you progress through your gameplay, new dialogue options shall unlock, revealing more about this character. And if you should be foolish enough to don an amulet of Mara, prepare yourself for a romantic quest line, rife with steamy flirting and the audacity of constant marriage proposals. To locate him, you must embark on a quest that leads you to the abandoned prison. Once freed, he shall join you as a follower, and don't forget to retrieve his special equipment from a chest within that prison. It can be upgraded later, should you deign to care. C-tier. Next on our list is Recorder. Yes, Nebarra, that is indeed her name, or at least the one she expects you to call her. No, I am not jesting, my friend, though I do find it rather amusing. Recorder, a student from a mysterious academy, was dispatched to Skyrim with the sole purpose of recording the Dragonborn's adventures, blatantly trampling upon privacy rights and personal space. Quirky and curious, she harbors a rather unsettling affinity for combat, transforming into a psychotic murderer at the mere sight of blood. But fret not, Nebarra, for she promises not to direct her bloodlust toward you, probably. Her story delves into multiversal shenanigans and other such nonsense. But let us press on, for there is more to explore. D-tier. Ah, the enigmatic Mirai, the girl with the dragon heart. A delicate Breton girl forced to seek refuge in the frozen wastelands of Skyrim. Unfortunately, Nebarra, her heart may not be of an actual dragon, despite the misleading title. Alas, it is merely a figure of speech, or is it? As you spend time in her company, you shall uncover the secrets of her past, though she is not particularly forthcoming about it. Once a fragile fawn, protected by her mother, she has now adopted a rather abrasive and cold demeanor, a transformation surely wrought by her solitary exile. But fear not, for it is your divine duty to pry her from her cocoon of misery, and reap the reward of a powerful ice mage unafraid to engage in close quarters combat. How thrilling. B-tier, because you get to slay a bunch of culty Enwas in order to obtain her. Now brace yourself for the epic tale of Song of the Green, Auri follower. This wood elf archer, equipped with an approval system reminiscent of our dear Lucien, comes bundled with her very own questline and a mount. Oh, but what sets her apart, you ask? Well, it's the absolutely riveting Bosmer culture, of course. How utterly interesting. Inspired by the Bosmer of the Second Era, her appearance deviates from the norm. You shall have the pleasure of tracking her down at the conveniently unmarked alchemist's camp, Evergreen Woods, deep within the forests of Falkreath. Prepare yourself for a journey of unparalleled excitement through the woods plagued with dangerous wildlife to find this follower, C-Tier. Now let us delve into the realm of irony personified with Caryalind Thallery, the Aldmeri Prince. Ah, a Thalmor Prince, or should I say the Thalmor Prince, available as a follower for the very symbol and person who threatens the success of the Aldmeri Dominion. The son of the great overseer and heir to the Dominion, how disappointingly ironic his existence must be. Tired of witnessing the abhorrent deeds of his compatriots, this avatar of shame fled to the one province where dead Altmer are desired as front-yard decorations and festive ornaments. Now in Skyrim, he is on a self-imposed mission to aid the needing. Oh, the noble aspirations of this noble prince. Be prepared for charisma and flirtation, dear Nebarra, as this Altmer shall shower you with both. Fret not about finding him, for a courier shall conveniently locate you in the city and deliver a fancy letter. From there, I am sure your divine wisdom will guide you on how to proceed, D-Tier. Now let us turn our attention to Vilja in Skyrim, the talkative, curious, and unpredictable young bard who seeks your assistance. Shall you allow your Skyrim life to be forever altered by this delightful nuisance? Ah, the dreams of her great-great-grandmother who thrived during the Oblivion Crisis, and now Vilja attempts to replicate that success in Skyrim. What a family legacy. Inheriting a mysterious bottle from her grandmother, this young Solstheim girl embarks on a quest to uncover its truth. Alas, despite months of traversing the hostile roads of Skyrim, she has yet to find the one person who can aid her. And to add to the charm, someone has stolen the bottle. Oh, what a jinxed individual this person must be, Nebarra. For Vilja's dream is to become a bard, a pursuit that goes against the traditional role of the women in her family as alchemists, much to her predecessor's disappointment. Shall you encounter her at the Bannered Mare in Whiterun? Be prepared for a subpar fighter, marksman, and spellcaster. It is unclear whether this advertisement aims to entice you to take her with you or avoid her like the plague. Ah, the allure of mediocrity and misfortune. I am certain you shall find some form of profit in her company, my dear Nebarra. C-Tier. And if, perchance, this grand assortment of followers fails to capture your divine interest or proves wearisome, I present to you the opportunity to indulge in another collaboration between followers. Nebarra, fully custom-voiced Altmer follower. Yet another Altmer hails as a veteran of the Hammerfell campaign during the Great War. Oh, how delightful would it be to reunite him with his prince were you to also meet with Caryalind. A morally ambiguous mercenary with a biting sense of humor, battle tales, and a sharp blade to wield on your behalf. Hard-hearted, ill-tempered, and self-serving, this elf promises to be a bundle of joy. Seek him out near the remains of a scorched carriage not far from Knife Point Ridge in Falkreath Hold. Cynical and sometimes insightful, Nebarra shall accompany you as long as the gold flows generously, a reasonable expectation and entirely understandable. C-Tier. Let us continue with Lucifer, custom fully voiced Argonian follower. What a fascinating farm tool he must be, possessing the uncanny ability to fight. Truly, a marvel of nature. Oh, and do take note of his goofy nature and his, unnatural voice. But fear not, dear Nebarra, for his voice matters not in the grand scheme of things. How could it, when you have a farm tool skilled in archery and melee at your disposal? It is truly a blessing that he will stick to you like a tick to a wild dog, even if you happen to disagree with him. Oh, the value of gaining the trust of a farm tool is simply immeasurable, isn't it? Surely it is a topic of immense interest to all. F-tier because he's a farm tool. Ah, but wait, we have another spectacular farm tool to introduce to you. Behold, the one and only Xelzaz, custom fully voiced Argonian Telvanni follower. Prepare yourself, Nebarra, for this particular farm tool hails from House Telvanni, the epitome of self-importance. Oh, what a joy it will be to receive cynical commentary on quests from both an Argonian and Telvanni perspective. Bask in the glory of Telvanni arrogance as you journey alongside this proud farm tool from Thorn. And fear not if you occasionally find yourself baffled by his usage of the Gel language or his musings on Morrowind and Black Marsh. It is all part of the enthralling farm tool experience. F-tier Nebarra, you know my stance on these farm tools. Now let us proceed to yet another captivating farm tool. Please welcome Khash the Argonian, a youngling farm tool brimming with adventurous desires. Oh, what a treat it shall be to have her speak her mind, curse at your enemies, and make your ears bleed with her incessant chatter. Such a delightful companion to have should you wish a swift demise when sneaking or infiltrating places teeming with Draugr or Thalmor. But should you dare engage in conversation with this farm tool, prepare yourself for a barrage of questions coming back and forth. The more you ask, the more she shall tell you about herself. You know, I might be generous and also give her the F-tier. And now, dear Nebarra, feast your eyes upon Remiel custom voice Dwemer specialist and companion. A Breton engineer who has embarked on a grand journey from Wayrest to explore the wondrous Dwemer ruins of Skyrim. Such dedication indeed, alas, she may not possess the needed fighting prowess for her expeditions, but fret not, for she requires your divine assistance to explore the perilous depths of the ruins where the tantalizing machinery awaits. Oh, the joy of having an engineer noir who can reprogram Dwemer constructs to fight by your side. How splendid. You shall find Remy at Markarth's Silverblood Inn, as she was rudely turned away from Ninchuanzel. Clearly, Calcelmo wishes to monopolize it, but fear not, for you, Nebarra, shall come to the rescue. Prepare yourself for an enthralling quest line that awaits you within those ancient halls. Exciting times ahead indeed, C-tier, unfortunately. Oh, how delightfully unintrusive and simple we have here with Gore, the intricate Nord follower. There's not much backstory to discuss, leaving you, dear Nebarra, to tirelessly probe and pry as you venture together. Oh, the joy of incessantly inquiring about his past. Marvelous. And let's not forget his fighting style with two-handed weapons, as expected from most male Enwas in Skyrim. He even respects whatever gender you identify as. How progressive. Truly a follower of unparalleled complexity. You can find this enigma at Peak's Shade Tower, outside Falkreath. Good luck figuring out what makes him tick, Nebarra. C-tier. Now brace yourself for the astonishing Lobo, a fully voiced werewolf follower. As the name so subtly suggests, this companion is indeed a werewolf. Oh, the sheer ecstasy of experiencing the stench of wet dog while reveling in the company of this noble warrior-turned-furry creature. How tragic! You'll have the opportunity to unfold his tale of woe as you interact with him during your travels. Such riveting storytelling awaits you, Nebarra. Oh! And you'll find him near the entrance of Riverwood, probably searching for his next meal. Beware of becoming the main course. Write on the parchment down below what tier do you expect him to get. F-tier for being a farm tool. And now we come to the grand finale, at least for the collections of followers, for we still have to cover the individual ones. Gaze upon the magnificent Shezarrine mod project. Prepare yourself, Nebarra, for an endeavor larger than DLC proportions that will take you deep into the heart of the Aldmeri Dominion. Or so it claims. Although, alas, you must make do with just the 3 followers it offers for now. But fear not, for the real attraction lies within the Shezarrine mod itself, which significantly improves the Nord mage known as Onmund from the College of Winterhold. Just like our dear friends Serana and Lydia, Onmund too has received the blessing of enhancement. Such a fortunate fate. But do tread lightly, Nebarra, for he is quick to judge and may turn hostile should you say or do something that displeases him. Ah, the ever-twisted nature of friendship, D-tier. And let us not forget the magnificent addition of Caesia follower, born of magic, revamped. Oh, the sheer delight of a cocky and mysterious mage who will grace you with her witty dialogues. Although the creator made her for mere amusement, do not be fooled, for this follower is anything but simple. In fact, she boasts a disposition system akin to that of Onmund himself. Oh, the joy of discovering her story all on your own, for the creator has deemed it unnecessary to disclose any details to the public. D-tier. And now we come to Livia Salvian Revamped, custom-voiced follower, a noble endeavor to enhance a lesser and older version of itself. Oh, do mind what you find on Nexus, dear Nebarra, for there will be 2 versions of this follower lurking about. This mongrel dog of the Empire seeks to honor her family by following in her father's footsteps. How honorable indeed. But allow me to propose a more honorable path, honoring the sixth house and the tribe unmourned by following my footsteps. Alas, these mortals are far from capable of even fantasizing about such a feat. And of course, she has her own story and lore, complemented by various books. Oh, the exhilaration. Discover a hidden secret in the mod and you can embark on her personal quest. How thrilling to see her react differently to you depending on the major quest line you're pursuing, be it the Dragonborn or the Dark Brotherhood. And fret not, even alternate start mods won't escape her keen recognition. She'll know if you weren't in Helgen during Alduin's little tantrum. How utterly astonishing, C tier. But wait, dear Nebarra, if you crave a more singular and special comrade, fear not, for I am the best option. Unfortunately, the might of Dagoth Ur still eludes these Ninois modders. What a pity. Instead, I present to you these followers who may require the assistance of extended dialogue mods if you desire more interaction beyond their mere presence. Introducing Cyril the Porter, a female Bosmer child who will faithfully follow you and pick up anything of value. Truly a groundbreaking concept. Unlike the others, this follower remains delightfully simple yet incredibly effective. No need to break your immersion with unnecessary detours to obtain her, as she will be waiting for you at Riverwood's Sleeping Giant Inn. This youngling embodies greed itself and even boasts a unique scavenger AI that identifies valuable items in close proximity and promptly snatches them up. To enhance efficiency, Cyril carries a significantly large backpack and will sell everything she loots to any merchant as soon as you enter their store, so do mind of picking up anything of interest before she rids of it. Additionally, she doubles as a walking bank, willing to carry your precious septums. And to ensure her safety during combat, she'll cast invisibility magic on herself and stay far away from danger. Oh, the ingenuity! Cyril also has her own quests and may interact with NPCs. Just beware, Nebarra, as she may occasionally scamper off to scavenge something out of your sight. But fret not, for you can call her back. However, should she fail to heed your call, do worry, for something may have happened to her, or perhaps there is something more important capturing her attention. How utterly intriguing. C tier. Now allow me to introduce the Thalmor's Shadow, Taliesin, the perfect choice for those who desire a Thalmor friend without the burden of dealing with royalty. Taliesin, the peculiar Altmer, is a former Thalmor who seeks a fresh start. Ah, if only life were so simple. He exudes grace, passion, and an unparalleled level of flirtation and inappropriateness. Yes, I can see how he didn't quite fit the mold of a Thalmor agent. As always, I'm correct in my assessments, for Taliesin never felt at home among his kin or the Thalmor. Seek him out at the hidden statue of Talos near Lake Ilinalta, where he and his Thalmor buddies were engaging in a routine purge until something went awry, and our dear Taliesin suddenly experienced a change of heart and sought an exit. Naturally, his plan didn't go as expected, and you'll find him on the brink of death. So, do make sure to have a means of healing him when you stumble upon his sorry state. Should you forget, fear not, for there will be some healing supplies conveniently located nearby. C tier. Ah, let us learn about Virelda, the heretical soothsayer, a Dunmer soothsayer from times long past, seeking truth and clarity in a world of lost ideals. Finally, an individual with a noble goal, just like my own. Oh, how we need more people like her in this doomed world, don't we, Nebarra? She is not only a long-term companion, but also a tragic hero on her own quest to fulfill her visions and overthrow the false gods. Marvelous. Virelda comes equipped with a rich and unique backstory, advanced commentary on notable locations, a vast array of relationship dialogue that dutifully reflects your actions, and dynamic reactions to the choices you make throughout the game. From completing grand questlines to helping paupers, Virelda will observe and respond accordingly. And don't you dare miss out on the numerous conversations that unlock as you gallivant across Tamriel. Truly a seer at heart, Virelda will grace you with deep and insightful observations of the natural world. Oh, and she simply adores quiet conversations, tarot cards, and tea leaves. How simply delightful. And fear not, dear Nebarra, for she generously shares her knowledge, providing unique books and spell tomes once a day. So resourceful, so capable, so clear in her path ahead. A fine Dunmer specimen indeed. S-tier Nebarra, just a reminder, this is completely unbiased. Now allow me to present Delariel Dunmer Domimami, a seductive and deadly Dunmer very grown-up lady skilled both in magic and, of course, one-handed weapons. Yes, let us not question the validity of such skill. You can find her at the Frozen Hearth Inn, desperately seeking a way to gain access to the College of Winterhold to further her study of magic. However, it seems the college members regard her with suspicion due to her unorthodox methods of studying magic, and, well, her outfit. Little is known about her, but I assure you, without a shadow of a doubt, she could give Alamalexia a run for her money. I'd say she's quite the contender for the title of Mother Morrowind, solidly in the S-tier, without a doubt. Why are you looking at me like that, Nebarra? Ah, well, let us move along. Allow me to introduce you to Aumriel, the Pale Lady, an undead snow elf, a haunting specter of her former self. But fear not, dear Nebarra, for you must first defeat her before she will deign to join you as a follower. Ah, an unorthodox follower indeed. Once you have triumphed over her, completing her quest, you will be blessed with the chilling company of a powerful frost mage capable of summoning shades. Oh, what a sight to behold! And do take note, my dear Nebarra, undead do not require sleep, making her the perfect candidate for the night shift guard or, well, a stalker to watch you as you sleep. Choose whichever fancies you the most. C-tier. Now let us discuss Yvette follower or Jordis replacer. As the name implies, you have the option of either a follower or a replacement for that uninteresting housecarl. Should you opt for the former, you will meet Yvette, a sultry troublemaker woman that excels in combat with her one-handed sword and daggers, clad in possibly revealing light armor. Why are you looking at me like that again, Nebarra? She is an Enwa, not deserving of my divine attention. But do not fret, dear Nebarra, for she is not just a mere combatant. She possesses knowledge of healing spells and will diligently try to keep you alive during the throes of battle. Ah, and here's an interesting tidbit for you. She doesn't affect the stealth meter. Yes, you heard that right. You can sneak with her wherever and however you please, though do exercise caution, for it may prove dangerously immersion-breaking at times. And if that's not enough, you can even marry her. Oh, the joys of marital bliss. Find her waiting for you at the Winking Skeever in Solitude, D-tier. Marissy's Tales of Troubles SE. Yet another rebirth from an older version into a new and supposedly better one. Marissy, a Khajiit farm tool with a fervent taste for moon sugar, presents herself as quite the character, with her own opinions, mind you. She will get to know you step by step, whether you desire it or not. And do remember, Nebarra, she is a Khajiit, and as the mod creator explicitly states, some racial stereotypes are true. Brace yourself for her lengthy personal quests, spanning a whopping 8 hours of gameplay. Within those quests lie 3 true endings and several minor ones, all influenced by your actions and interactions. Oh, the excitement. Prepare yourself for new locations, a potential maid for your house, insights into Khajiit culture and custom collectibles. And fear not, dear Nebarra, for her dialogue will adapt according to your relationship with her and the outcome of her quest line. She will even deign to comment on the places you visit, the people you encounter, and of course your magnificent self. And if you ask her oh so nicely, she may even grace your ears with a song. How capable! Progress in her quest line, and you shall unlock a plethora of features, from a tiger mount to the ability to teleport, and even the divine gift of immortality. Oh, the choices! For further details on how to embark upon your fateful meeting with Marissy, I suggest you dive into the labyrinthine intricacies outlined in the walkthrough article on the mods page. Yes, it seems quite complex to be summarized here, dear Nebarra. And alas, my tight schedule demands that I press on with this tier list. Time is of the essence, after all. Nebarra, I'll give you one chance to guess her ranking. F tier. Voira vampire mage follower, a mysterious vampire mage who has a peculiar fondness for fire magic. How original, equipped with basic vampire gear so that you, dear Nebarra, can graciously bestow upon her whatever scraps you see fit. Oh, and where might you find this fascinating individual? Why, in the Drunken Huntsman in Whiterun, of course. Such a fitting abode for a vampire mage, don't you think? Oh, the depth and complexity of this mod. It may even require the esteemed relationship dialogue overhaul to expand her interactions, as if we could bear to miss out on such riveting dialogue. Overall, it is a masterpiece, truly ideal for those enthusiasts of vampires who simply can't bear to have only Serana in their retinue. A must-have indeed for the E tier, as she seems to be of use than the farm tools. Next comes Yngvarr, the bearded elder Nord Noir, This old warrior, burdened by the curse of beast blood, longs for Sovngarde. How poetic. Once a member of the esteemed companions, he now resides secluded in the Velothi Mountains, determined to overcome the curse of the bear and proudly join his ancestors. Oh, and do not forget his most fitting accessory, a bear mount. And should the need arise, he can transform into a werebear, but only as a last resort, mind you. After all, he must be bleeding out for such a transformation to occur. Custom battle cries and, of course, a strong beard growth. What more could one ask for? And do take note, dear Nebarra, he doubles as a two-handed trainer and a sparring partner. Such versatility. Should you desire, you may cure him or enslave his mind. The choice is yours, my dear friend. Oh, and let us not forget the most valuable contribution he brings, a safe source of werebear curse should you have the pleasure of utilizing a lycanthropy mod. Find him conveniently located in a new and undoubtedly awe-inspiring location called Yngvarr's Hall, near Kagranzel. A true gem, this one. E-tier, because you can actually cure him from being a farm tool. And finally we come to Cord, the Lost Dwemer. Ah, how curious it is to stumble upon him in Markarth's Silverblood Inn. Clearly none of the Enwas of today would even recognize a Dwemer if it slapped them across the face. Ah, but such is the plight of our magnificently designed Dwemer friend. He arrived from some unknown part of Mundus, seeking his daughter. As always, their nonchalant interdimensional activities don't surprise anyone anymore. And of course, the mod provides you with the delightful option to fully configure him during installation. Make him look older or younger, as you see fit. Truly, state-of-the-art ingenuity. Skilled in two-handed combat and archery, he comes adorned with his own armor and a unique scouter on his left eye. Quite the fashion statement, I must say. However, do be warned, dear Nebarra. His interaction capabilities are rather lackluster, unless, of course, you deign to grace your game with the presence of the relationship dialogue overhaul. For without it, you may find yourself burdened with the company of an incredibly dull fossil. We simply cannot have that, can we? I would have given him the A tier had H had dialogue options, but he does not, so unfortunately, B tier. Well, Nebarra, thank you for listening to this sermon. Please don't forget to honor the sixth house and the tribe unmourned by raising your thumbs, subscribing to my sermons, and writing on the parchment down below. I want to thank my patrons, Connor Runda, Tanya Davis, unoriginal username, and Silky Johnson, and thank you to Sixth House Records for writing this script.